got it there?
Got it.
All right, here we go.
John Rich.
So don't jump in on me because I got to read this top down.
Mark it.
Hey folks, it's John Rich and welcome to The Pursuit. A riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. That's how I would describe my guest tonight. The one and only Meatloaf. He's recorded music over the decades that has defined generations, and his performances and sheer intensity has earned him hundreds of millions of fans all around the world. It might seem that a rock star of these proportions has had an easy path to pursuing happiness, but actually nothing could be further from the truth. He was counted out by the music industry from the very beginning, but with songs like 2 Out of 3 Ain't Bad, Paradise by the Dashboard Light, I'd Do Anything for Love, and Bat Out of Hell, Meatloaf has proven his naysayers wrong time and time again. He's never been duplicated and he's never been surpassed. Ladies and gentlemen, Meatloaf.
You brought in a fact that nobody ever brings in, and that is that I was totally despised, Jim and I were, by the music industry.
You have had to push through people telling you can't do that, I don't understand what you're doing, get this trash off the radio, all kinds of horrible things.
You know how I knew that they were all wrong and what Jimmy and I were doing was correct? Jimmy and I were playing little supper clubs in New York for 60 people. Remember what I said about the 100 people going crazy? You ever been in a supper club in New York? Oh, that's very nice.
Right,
and then
right.
These people were in, it was like a Metallica concert. They were screaming and yelling, these 60 people. That's how I knew they were all wrong, because it wasn't those people in the music industry that needed to hear it. It was you.
It was the people.
It was you, the people there.
Yes.
And that's who needed to hear it, and that's
right.
who I gave it to.
There are singers and there are artists, and I'm going to make an analogy, you see if you agree with this. I've said this many times.
I'll shut up now.
That singers, I call the music industry, moves like a sidewinder snake. It moves like this. And singers follow it. Whatever is popular, they're just going to follow the tail. They're just going to follow, right? And there's a lot of great singers, and they have very long careers and very popular. And artists cut straight lines. They just cut straight. That's it. They just do their thing, and that's it. It's non-redundant. It's their fingerprints. It's their thing. And that sidewinder snake, it'll cross over them every now and then. They get real popular. Then it swings back out. The phone ain't ringing. It comes back across. Oh, they're a hit again. Oh, here we go back out and back again. You are an example of that because you're a real artist. I mean, you had all those
John,
massive...
you were very, very intelligent.
All those massive hits, and then you come back around with Anything for Love, and here it comes again, another tidal wave, and now here you sit again with more things on the horizon. That is the essence of the pursuit of happiness. If this is the pursuit, and it's going down the road, and you continually do it like you still do today, it's inevitable. Things are going to get in the way of that pursuit. You're going to hit it. You're going to run straight into it. And I look back, even when you were a young kid, reading some stories, some old interviews you did growing up about even your family life was a little rough back in the day. It was pretty dynamic. Can you tell me what it was like growing up as a little Meatloaf?
12, 13 years old. My father was like, you ever see Jack Lemmon? What's that movie where he was a drunk and gone all the time?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That was my father. He'd be gone for days. My father, you know, threw me through a plate glass window, threw me through a screen door.
Right.
And I was big, but he was bigger. But after my mother died, 4 days after my mother died, I was sitting with my best friend, Bill Slocum, who was my roommate in college as well, and in the dining room, and he comes in drunk, screaming, "Get these out of this house." There's nobody in the house but me and Billy. And I said, "Billy," he said, I'm going. So I went into my bedroom, shut the door, and all of a sudden the door kicks open. My father, he's got a butcher knife in his hand, and he's coming at me, and I roll off the bed. And as far as I know, that knife got planted in the bed, and I broke 2 ribs of his, and I guess put him in the hospital because I was fighting for my life. I've never been able to beat him before.
Yeah.
But I was fighting for my life. I walked out of the house with a pair of gym shorts from football and a football t-shirt, and walked to Billy Slocum's house and
Never went back. How old were you when this whole situation happened?
I was 18.
Wow. I mean, that's a crucial time to be a person, anybody who's 18.
Well, I was out in L.A. homeless
Yeah.
as well. I'd left because my mother was so sick. I couldn't
Yeah.
deal with it.
People all over this planet, dude, know your music. They don't just know it. It's part of their DNA. They hear, you know, Paradise by the Dashboard Light, and they go time traveling.
Paradise by the Dashboard Light, released September 1978. Came on the charts at 36 or 34. Remember Casey Kasem?
Yeah, Casey Kasem.
Okay. When 2 out of 3 was happening, there's a whole nother thing with that. But Paradise 36, 34, whatever, he wrote a letter, because this was syndicated and they sent tape. Wrote a letter that went with this tape that said, "Get this trash out of the top 40.
Oh, no.
Out of the top 40. Stayed a week and then was gone. Okay. Now, 2018, a box appears at my door.
Okay.
I open it. Paradise by the Dashboard Light, it's gone gold. They sent me a gold record. Like 2018.
2018.
2018. 2019.
That's some slow mail.
A box arrives. It's a platinum. That Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Okay.
2020, double. And
You're proving my point, Meat, because
but I
the
don't
music
know
you
why.
made is, it never dies, man. It never,
doesn't.
ever dies.
I know.
It's rediscovered generation by generation.
I agree with you.
And you went on to do some work that is so classic, Rocky Horror Picture Show. The work you've done, not only in music, but in film and Broadway and other ways, it continues to be, I think that's the definition of a classic, Meat, is that it's great when it comes out, but the longer it's out there, the greater it gets. When I see you on stage, man, there are a few artists that can do this. I believe Elvis could do it. When they step to the mic and they step on stage, that person is gone. They disappear, they become the music. They're no longer there. You can look into their eyes and you go, they're not there right now. What is going on up here with you when you do that?
I'm going to tell you. Okay. Meat walks to the edge of the stage. Meatloaf walks on the stage, okay? It's gone on for, I don't know how, years. I can't even count. Meatloaf walks to stage right, walks over to stage left. Walks back to stage right, but not as far as he went the first time. Walks back to stage left, but not as far. Now what I'm doing, I'm making them become one human being.
Interesting.
And I've had person after person after person, I say, how was the show? And they go, felt like you were just singing to me. That's the goal. You make everybody one person, but you sing to everyone.
So when you're going back and forth, starting wide, you're basically corralling, you're turning them into one entity.
That's exactly right.
Wow, what a thing. That's God-given ability to a whole new level. I mean, for you to be able to take yourself out and put this thing in and do all that it's no wonder, dude, it's no wonder that you've got people all over the planet that when you say, do you like Meatloaf's music, they go, yes. I mean, because the music is so much bigger than you as an individual.
Let me tell you something really funny.
Sure.
We sold 1 million albums in India.
In India. I'm not surprised. Your
I find that hysterical.
Your music transcends languages. It transcends all of it because what you're doing is just a human energy emotion thing.
First time we went to Germany, I'm backstage going, why are we here? These people don't speak English.
They can't understand me.
And I would go out. We were in Hamburg at, I always know what it is and I can't remember it. And they're singing along.
Right. They knew it in English from hearing it.
I was shell-shocked.
Mm-hmm.
The one they were singing the most was Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really sing that hell that much. It's pretty complicated.
That whole thought of that just honestly takes my breath away to think about that, because it is so unbelievably rare and intense that you can do that.
That's why I say to you, I give everything.